I'm talking brand new kicks, brand new fit. Need to step back cause this man's too lit. Got a brand new house with a brand new chick.
Hey, how's it going? I'm akaBoG and welcome back. It's been a while. Been super busy with a real life job and everything, and I got way behind. And today, in an effort just to kind of get back into the flow of things, I've got a huge new comic book day haul catch-up video. So we're just going to look at the comics I've been picking up for the last 4 weeks, I think. Yeah, plus some stuff that came in via the mail. And at the end of the video, I have a code for Fortnite. If you go to fortnite.com/redeem and sign in so you're ready, this code is actually going to be good for a Spider-Man Zero skin, the Iron Man Zero skin, and all of the cosmetics from the recent Marvel x Fortnite comic book. So if you haven't gotten any of them, or if you missed something, you're going to want to try and grab that. And with that, let's take a look at some comic books. Alright, so right off the bat, I've got Survival Street issue number 4. This is like a weird kind of Muppet War, Walking Dead kind of wild thing going on, and I believe this is the last issue. Covers are just weird and wild, and that'll be an interesting one to read here. We got Neverender issue number 6, I think, which will probably be the last one I pick up. I think it's the finish of this arc, and I've been picking up a copy of that for both myself and my son each month when it drops. And we've got the very cool variant cover for Golden Rage issue number 4, I want to say. This is kind of the series that was described as Golden Girls meets Battle Royale. So it's been an interesting one. And then we're going to get to our Strange Finals issue number 1. I think I picked up 2 copies of this. I got both the trading card variant, which is kind of cool, a little different style on that, as well as the Window Shades variant, which has a bunch of the characters on it. So those were the 2 covers I picked up for that one. And I did pick up the trading card variant. I think this is issue 2 or 3 of Thunderbolts. And then we've got Star Wars issue number 29 action figure variant featuring Queen Amidala. And we've got the Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo issue number 1. This was a Capello variant. Kind of thought this was a cool one with the wild looking Joker. It's interesting because like a week after this book dropped, they released it as a DC Palm NFT, and this was the epic rare cover. So I'm glad I picked that up. This has been a really cool series, definitely a different take on the DCU, kind of like Marvel's 1602, What If It Happened during the Middle Ages, or the medieval period, and it's issue number 8 of 12. Overall, I've been enjoying it. Night of the Ghoul has been a pretty freaky series from Frank Faglia and Scott Snyder. I think there's one more issue. This is issue 2, I believe, and I think the next one's coming out soon. We'll dig into that one once I have all of the issues in hand. We got Secret Invasion, issue number 1. I picked it up just to test the series. I haven't read it yet. I did not order issue 2, so I'm not anticipating too much from the series. But I will read it this week and see if I want to get that. Got the DNA variant for Deadpool issue number 1, which was a magazine variant, which I just like the ones where it's like Deadpool doing weird things, and reminded me of his action figure variant where he kind of did some own stuff. I like that he made his own magazine titles and such. And then I did on the shelf, just off the shelf, my LCS did have an extra copy of the Hispanic Heritage Month variant that was a little controversial this summer, so I picked that up just because it was a little bit of a controversial book. And we've got let's see, hey, what's up, Sergio? Yeah, the Joker cover is pretty sick, man. Thank you for tuning in. We've got Oz, Return of the Wicked Witch. This was a cover by, I saw on the cover and I was like, man, that looks like a Wild Wizard of Oz series, and I haven't read it, but I'm going to check it out to see if I want to get issue 2. The Argus, issue 1, I picked a copy up for both myself and my son. This is a wild time travel story, and it's going to be a complicated one, so I have to dig into that. And then Quick Stops, I bought a couple of versions of this, mostly because Kevin Smith does show up at my LCS once in a while. And I most recently, like maybe a month and a half ago, I missed him by like 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm actually going to keep these in the car. So just in case I am there when he shows up one of these days, I have something for him to sign. So then we're getting into the ultraviolet variant for the week. Vampirella versus Red Sony. I just love the coloring on these. They're all like FOC variants, so they add them to the order list, on the final order cutoff list. My LCS adds them to their FOC, thankfully. We got a blank variant. Eventually, I'll be doing some art on these. I've got some friends who will be doing some art. We'll be selling them on the website. So I got a blood red and a FOC orange variant. And this is kind of a cool one. Let's see. We'll actually see, because I got another variant of this, version of this week from my LCS. This is from like 4 weeks ago. But that's the Walking Dead Deluxe, the color version of the original series. We've got Tiger Division, issue number 1, and it's a trading card variant. I'm a sucker for these lately. And then we also got the really cool, awesome Peach Momoko variant for Tiger Division, issue number 1. I really like it. Just a really cool cover. And then I also picked up, I think it's, I want to say Arbitrum, but it's not. It's like Sajek or someone else. I can't remember who this is. It's signed right there. But anyways, I just thought that was another really cool cover for Tiger Division 1, which overall, I've been digging that series. And I do have a legit code. The code will be good for the whole set, so I hope someone really enjoys that. I gotta get these out of the way. And I have a lot of codes left. I've just been out of the loop here, so I will get back to giving out codes soon. Frequently. I've got a lot of videos coming up. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull, I guess the next stack that's easiest for me to pull is gonna just be my mail stack. So Source Point Press, and I think they still got it going on, has a deal where you can get free comic books or free trade paperbacks if you just pay shipping. Apparently they're getting ready to move offices, and in an effort to have to move less material, they're just giving stuff away. So I think I paid $11 and I got a Go West trade paperback, the Rot trade paperback, Holliston Carnival of Carnage, which apparently is a comic based on some sort of TV show, and then Tranquility, which is actually the coolest of the books that I've gone through so far. It's black and white, hunters versus Sasquatch or Bigfoot. It's actually pretty cool. And then in the mail, because I thought I missed it and really it just got delayed, so I have one to give away as a Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man 1 connecting variant. I got an extra copy of Evanescence issue 3. We'll be giving that away. I did get the beautiful Matina variant for Batman issue 128. That's a keeper for me. And then I got signed copies of Isom issue number 1, the A. You can see that I got the super cool gold signature on that one. B, also with the gold. And the C covers. Love the book and can't wait to read issue 2 of this series. Yo, what's up, Free Energy Man? I was thinking about you the other day, dude. I've been out of the loop and out of touch, so glad to see you on here, man. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get this one. This is from, I guess, 3 weeks ago. This super cool Gold Goblin issue 1 variant is a connecting cover. It goes with that Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Try and speed this up too so we can get to the code here. We got a Spectrum trading card variant for Thunderbolts issue 3 or 4, I guess. And then somehow I've been picking up the copies of Sonic the Hedgehog for my one buddy who volunteers at my museum. And somehow I ended up with an extra set. So I've got Sonic the Hedgehog, Scrapnik Island issue 2, and both cover variants, the A and the B of Sonic the Hedgehog Tales 30th Anniversary Special. So those will go in the giveaway. And then I got this super cool art book, Chroma, and I think, is that the, supposed to be a foil variant. I think I might have one of the foils somewhere. But it's really cool cover, really cool art, just an interesting story. I'm looking forward to reading that one. This one is like some kind of weird like myth and legend thing, and I love like mythology. And so this was just the solicit caught my attention on FOC, and it was like sold as a one shot for $12.99, and you can see it's basically like a trade. So Beyondtopia Legends. I'm gonna read that, and I will definitely do a review for it. Yeah, let's see. Let's chat backstage. All right, dude. Yeah, dude. I do want to check in with you, man. We gotta chat for sure. I've got the acetate variants for I guess, what is this? Deceased War of the Gods, kind of the character logo, and that'll be a cool set when it's done. We also have DC versus Vampires All Out War issue number 5. Kind of a cool variant. I can't remember. I think this is a new character or a new version of a character, but digging the vampire covers and all that. It's been a good series. Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 9, I hear, is a important issue. Can't remember. I think I skipped 8, but I'm gonna have to go get it because I think I'll end up getting at least through issue 12 on the series. For I Hate Fairyland, I got the nice pink blank variant that'll go in the stack for art later on. We got Star Trek Resurgence issue 1. I bought a copy of this series from my buddy who does pros and cons with me, and it is a prequel to a new game coming out, which actually looks really cool. It's from the creators at who used to be Telltale Games, and kind of reformed into this new one. So we'll see what that's like. I love a good Star Trek game. And then we've got Batman One Bad Day, the premium variant cover with Mr. Freeze. Originally, when I saw the first two, I thought it was going to be like a connecting variant, and it's not. It's just the character standing in front of burning gates at Arkham or whatever. Which, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe some of them will connect up. I don't know. We've got the facsimile reprint of Wonder Woman issue number, what is this? Number 204, which is the first appearance of Nubia. I didn't order it, but they had a bunch on the stand when I was at the LCS, and I was like, yeah, for $4, I like a classic comic. Star Wars Hidden Empire issue number 1. We've got another connecting variant, and it makes me kind of sad on my old... there's an old set that actually has a connecting variant that's pretty much exactly the same, where it's the shipscape. And I did not get that one because they had listed it not as a connecting variant, as a puzzle variant at the time. I guess I got 2 of those somehow, so I'll give one away. Again, another awesome Vampirella Mind Warp issue 3 Ultraviolet. Again, I love the colors on it. And then Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, issue 10 Ultraviolet. Nice piece from Pirella. And Immortal Red Sonja, issue number 8 Ultraviolet. That one's alright, And I swear, guys, we're getting near the end here. 2 more stacks, although this next stack is so big it might as well be 2 stacks. This was a huge week from 2 weeks ago. What's funny is this cover, we've seen it before, because they used this exact same cover art for the quote-unquote Black Adam special, which was released like the week the movie came out. So we've seen this cover twice, which is why I had to pick it up, because it's goofy that they did that. We got the awesome Batman Incorporated issue number 2, 90s foil embossed homage variant, which I think they did a total of 5 of these, and they were fairly limited. They told people to expect to get allocated on those. So I think I've got 4 out of the 5 so far, and I think the last one's coming. There's the Wildcats variant. Personally, I like them a lot. A lot of people are trashing them, but that is how they did it in the 90s, and they are exactly what they advertised themselves as. We've got Starhenge Book 1, The Dragon and the Boar, issue 5. This is cool. I think I've got issue 6 in here somewhere too. This series is basically the story of Merlin and Arthur as like a time story, galaxy spanning thing. The art is wild. It's pretty cool. Thanks for tuning in, Wills. Sorry you don't have a good shot, man. I'm really lucky. I grew up a mile from my LCS, and they let me come in there and read books and play card games with them, even when I was broken and didn't buy anything. So we got Traveling to Mars. This is purely a cover by a dude standing on a guitar flying towards Mars. I was really curious. I'm going to read it and see if I want to pick up more. There's actually kind of a cool cover for issue 2 that is kind of tempting, but I'm going to wait till I read it to decide. Two Grays is a cool series. Again, this is just a pickup based on the solicit. The series is drawn by 2 different artists, so there's 2 very distinct styles on the interior. And so when I ordered it, I was like, well, I have to get the issue 1, which I really like the cover A, but I had to get cover B too, just because, again, each artist is doing different portions of the series, and I did get issue 2 of it because the cover for issue 2 is fire. A very cool reprint with facsimile here, 30th anniversary edition of Superman. This was, my dad bought the trade paperback version when we were kids, and I read that damn thing so many times. So I had to get the reprint, and if I remember correctly, I think this is the gatefold, so it actually has like the last spread as a gatefold pullout that's really awesome. And then I got the this was a polybag one, which I ordered, and it comes with a you kind of see a foiled armband for the Death of Superman 30th anniversary, and the cover is kind of lame. Now the rear has the gatefold art on it, but again, I'm going to put the front cover out there, and it's pretty boring. Here, you know what? I'll show you guys so you understand. See, and they were like, yo, we want to do something special, and so the rear cover has like the gatefold covers art, but I would have just liked the gatefold cover instead of like this goofy front cover that they put on there. It's terrible, actually. And this, oh my god, there goes the armband. I'm going to put this somewhere else because this is just going to be a mess. Put away. I'll deal with that after the video. We got the kind of cool Matina die cut, and I guess I might as well pull this one out too, because, oh, and the bag's already split, so no loss there. Just get that out of the way. But this one, because I collect Matina variants, I like them a lot, but I also like die cuts, so this was a particularly cool one. Because it's a cool die cut, you open it up and you've got Doomsday with Superman's cape. So that's a cool Matina variant. Put that aside. Ninja Funk, issue number 1. I can't remember what variant it is, but I just like the art. And then I did buy several copies, which I will be giving at least one away here, of the Pokemon inspired homage variant, which is just kind of cool and kind of weird, and I like it. And then Specs, issue number 1. 2 friends order magic glasses from a comic book or something. You know, if you had comics back in the day, you've seen the X-ray ads and stuff. It's kind of the idea. But they get these glasses and they actually turn out to have deadly powers, and it's going to be interesting to see where that series goes. I have ordered issue 2. And then the final Peach Momoko Omega Judgment Day tie-in variant. This is a cool set, and I'll do a video about this soon because one of these was limited to 1,000 copies for the San Diego Comic-Con, and so it's actually kind of a hard set to complete. So we'll look at that. And then we've got Detective Comics number 38, which again, DC released this literally like 1 or 2 weeks before they released the same comic on their NFT platform for $9.99. So I got a printed copy for $6.99, and the versions they released on their NFT platform are from like really degraded and beat up to this, and actually the coloring on this looks beautiful, so I'm glad I got that. Even though it's a fake copy, I still am glad to have one in the pile. And then let's see here, we're getting the rest of that stack, which also has dun 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 more facsimiles. We got New Mutants issue 98. You can see it's got the $3.99 price instead of the classic true price. I bought 2 of those because I do have an NFT version, but I don't have a printed copy of the original, so it's nice to have a reprint of it. We got Spider-Man issue 13. This is just like an homage variant to the old Kraven's Last Hunt cover. Still cool. For Fantastic Four issue number 1, I did end up with 2 blank copies, which will go in the art stack and for sale later on. And this is actually a mail call one. I got this in the mail for Peach Momoko issue 32. I saw in the solicits that we get a Momoko variant for issue 2, and it's been driving me nuts because it doesn't look like we got one for issue 1. There is one for issue 31, which is an incentive, and it's really cool, so I'm gonna have to get that one. Anyways, moving on, we got Lord of the Jungle issue 1, which is cool. It's a relaunch of the Tarzan series. And for issue 1, I picked up the Amazing Fantasy homage variant, which I thought was kind of cool with the gorilla and everything. And I'm actually going to read this. I think I ordered issue 2 because the issue 2 sounded like it's going to be a good series. And this is kind of a weird one. You guys can make fun of me. This is why I have the I Buy Bad Comic Books t-shirt. Because this is probably a crazy buy. Monsters of Metal. It's a one-shot about monsters that play metal music. And just because the covers, if you look at the cover price, it's $6.66. And because they had covers for each of the band members, I bought covers of each of the band members. I got the Jack-o'-lantern, got the werewolf. We've got Doom Peach. Tell me about Fringe. That's a good one, right? Monsters. We've got the Medusa Singer, which is actually, I think, the weakest of the covers. We've got the bass, I guess the keyboard. That's a cool one. Frankenmonster. And I think that the coolest of all of them is the guitar one here with the lightning and everything. But overall, I doubt too many people picked up the whole set, and I think it's a cool comic. So I haven't read it yet. I'll read one before I put them in the stacks. This was just a cool pickup. I get 20% off, so I didn't pay $25. I paid $20 for the Gargoyles issue number 1 Ash Can. And the solicit the week after this had 15 different versions of the cover. But my LCS, I guess each LCS account, comic account, got one of these. So glad I was able to get mine from my shop. And then I've got issue 2 of Spider-Man, the Extreme 90s variant. And this is mostly a covers buy because I like Deadpool with Spider-Man. I like the explosions. Deadpool and Spider-Man, sign me up any day of the week. Some of the classic stuff is just fun. And then because, man, I don't know why I'm buying Garbage Pail Kids books, but they have trading card variants. I've been buying a lot of trading card variants, so I'm a sucker for this, man. Hopefully they end this series soon, because I'm getting tired of picking them up. We've got Gold Gun Honey, issue number 3, the nudie variant, hence the poly bag up front, making sure it's safe for viewing here. But I've got issue 4 coming, and I've got a foil variant of that. That'll be a cool set to go through when it's all here. Got Lady Hell, issue, what is this one? Issue 3, the Ultraviolet variant. And, it's an alright one, kind of light. But these next ones are really cool. These are kind of unique. So, I saw these books on the shelf at my LCS, and I did not see them on the FOC email. And I said, what are these? And he said they were added after the FOC, so last minute. And I've seen them listed online as fight variants or versus variants. And it's a tie-in to the video game. It's Batman vs. Robin issue 3. And it's the tie-in for the recent Gotham Knights game. So you've got Batman vs. Robin, Batman vs. Nightwing, Batman versus Stephanie Brown, and you can see it's PPV live. So they're kind of doing this whole fight poster thing, right? And then you've got Batman versus Red Hood, and it's each of the characters from this Gotham Knights game. Now, my LCS, Mile High Comics, he said he ordered 1 copy of each, just because he thought they were cool. But he wasn't going to resend his FOC email to see if anybody wanted to order them. So it's the only set he ordered. So I'm glad I got those. And long term, they might be kind of hard to track down because, again, I guess the way that they were solicited or offered to shops was not very clear, not very well done. We're going to move on to the final week and we'll get to our code giveaway here, guys. Dude, you got the game nice. I'm glad to hear it. I was thinking about getting it and I was kind of like not sure, so I'll have to think. I do have some codes for it if I end up playing it, so. We've got Common Rider 01, issue 1, and I picked these up because it's a yellow blank, which is kind of cool, and it could be fun to do some kind of weird Peely variant. I don't know. Again, all my blanks, eventually, either I'm going to do art on them, or I'm going to have one of my two friends that are good artists do art on them, and I'll sell them through the website. Got Magic Order, issue number 3. Somehow I ordered up with, this is the cover I wanted, the B cover. I ordered up with a copy of the A cover again, so that'll be in the giveaway. And Mindset, issue 5. I've been buying a copy of A and B, one for me, one for my son. I haven't read it yet. My son says it's pretty good. He's been digging it. Kind of a cool concept, though, that they've developed like an app that allows them to do brain control and mind control. I think issue 5 is the end of the arc, and so now that I've got it, I'll probably put that aside and actually read it. Now this is a really cool cover. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. So it's got one of those long goofy names which always end up selling pretty well. They are usually under ordered and they usually go back to reprints because people are like, oh, that's a funny name, I'll check it out. But this is the Inuit Lee version, I believe, the cover. And if you take a look, you can see the rain, but check this out. If you see on the light, it's embossed with the raindrops, which is super cool. Like, all of the rain is 3D on the book, which usually that's not an easy print. There you go. See that? Check that out. Look at that embossing. That is cool. It has splashes where it hits the blade and stuff. Yeah, look. Check this out. That is such a cool embossed cover. I really like that one. I also got the glow-in-the-dark variant because I'm a sucker for glow-in-the-darks. Oh, nice. I'll have to pick up Gotham Knights then. It's cheap. This is the weekend. Honestly, I don't buy games anymore until Black Friday. They're all so cheap. The rain is glow-in-the-dark? Is it? Oh, dude, really? I don't know then. I'm going to have to... If that's... I'm going to have to turn out the lights and figure that out. That might be the coolest cover I picked up in a while. And then I was going to skip it, but my guy at the LCS was like, dude, did you miss the foil? And I was like, give it to me. So I did get the foil variant, which is actually cool. It's the cover is actually cut out and printed on top of the foiling. It's an interesting foiling technique, so I really like it. A little different compared to how over the top some foil covers are. And this is my favorite cover of the week. This is because if you know me, you know I've worked at the Colorado Railroad Museum for 20 years, man. I've been out there since I was 19. And I was never a train fan when I started there. I just started as a nice day job, you know. And so I actually know a lot of people who like trains. And so I picked up, well, there's just one here. I've got 5 of these. And I've got 5 more I picked up off of eBay. I'm going to be giving out to friends. And I will be giving out one of these probably next month. So keep an eye out for that. And just because my shop had them for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 issue 1 LCS Day Ash Can variant. So, and I like that. They did some of these for the first one, and they were too expensive for me to track them all down. I like the red helmet with the purple and Donatello. I like Donatello's bow, so I thought that was a good cover pickup. And I think it was like, I don't know, it was 10 or less for sure. I think it was just cover price, honestly. And here's that other Walking Dead one. This is the LCS Day, so Local Comic Shop Day variant. And it's cool. It's foiled. It's a really nice foil. It looks really good. And so, nice one. It's actually a wraparound variant, too. And of course, at some point, There's a version with Rick on it too. I think it was a reprint of issue 1 that has an homage variant with Rick, and I've got that, so I have a nice little set of these. And I'm leaving it sit here because the next cover is really cool. And again, this was a local comic shop day variant. I didn't see it on the FOC, and so it was just at the shop when I came in, and it is one of the coolest foils I've ever seen. Just the way it was done is really nice, and it's actually let's see, it's a black and white Batman the Deadly Duo, or Batman and the Joker the Deadly Duo issue 1 variant. And the foiling on it is really clean. You can see how it's all the lines. Look at that, and how much trouble the videos having putting that through. It is just the fine detail on it is amazing. I did get 2, so I'll give one of these away. The rear cover here has really awesome foil of the Joker on there. Really cool. Kind of hard to get on camera again. But, and then it's the interior is all black and white. It's just the black and white art, no inks, and it's clean. And if you know it was Silvestri's work, it is just the black and whites work fine. It's gorgeous. It's really awesome variant if you find one. Then we've got Star Wars Revelations issue 1. This is a big one for a lot of the speculators that are picking up because apparently it has a lot of first appearances in it. And I love the Peach Momoko variant with Dr. Aphra. I think Dr. Aphra is 100% going to be coming to the screen sometime. And when she does, she's going to be as big as Ahsoka, probably. Maybe even more so for comics because she is a purely comic character. And then for Yoda issue 1, I didn't really like too many of the covers options, so I just went with the Empire Strikes Back homage with Yoda in the hut there. I thought that was cool. And then we've got, this was one that was delayed a while, X-Force issue number 33, which I think is the finale of the Craven Hunts X-Force storyline. Maybe it's one after that. But just the NetEase variant with Deadpool and his awesome X-Force outfit, I thought was a great one to throw in with my Fortnite comics since you actually unlock that outfit. And for those who don't know, that black and white Deadpool outfit is from the Uncanny X-Force series. And then you haven't really, this is the first time I've seen it in several years since it actually made its appearance in Fortnite. So that's kind of cool. So let me make sure that's this stack. Yeah, alright, let me move these out of the way because I've got the rest of this last week. This is it. Final haul, which also has a little catch up. I missed the trading card variant for X-Men 16, which is Havoc. I had to get it because he's one of my all-time favorite characters. And we got the variant Firestar for issue 17, which is cool. And issue 18 just came out and doesn't have a trading card variant. That might be it for these guys. That'll be it. We got 8 Billion Genies, issue number 6. Cool series, pretty wild. Art's pretty good. It's a little looser than I normally like. All the issues are basically wraparounds with this really pretty cosmic print. And I did get some cool LCS Day variants here. We'll see that. Forever Forward has a tagline, you know, to go back, you have to go forward. And it's been kind of a cool series so far. Again, this is one I've been getting for both myself and my son. I haven't read it yet. He likes it a lot. This is one of probably the coolest scores. 8 Billion Genies, issue number 1, LCS Day edition. So it's a blank sketch, but they've got the genie outline. And I was like, man, I can do my own genie versions. I've already seen several of these showing up online with really cool Super Mario versions, but I ended up buying every copy that my LCS had in stock. I think I got 5 of them. Because again, I'll end up putting the art to a page and selling those. We've got Stuff of Nightmares, R.L. Stein's first adult comic series, issue number 3, kind of a cool cover. I think there's one more of those coming, maybe 2 more. We got Vampirella Strikes Ultraviolet, and that is a pretty cool one, pretty wild with the sun or the moon background there. Vanish issue number 3, blank sketch. Issue 1, 2, 3, and 4 all have sketches, and what I'll do eventually is we'll do a wraparound connecting variant for the whole set of these, which will be sick. And we'll sell that on the website. We've got Green Lantern V2 mech, which is cool. If you've been seeing any of the other DC mech variants, this is a 2-pilot one. Kind of a cool concept. I like the outfits and the design on those. This will be a fun series. I'm waiting until I get all of them before I read it. So I think we're getting close though. It's DC versus Vampires issue 11. I'm read up through like issue 6 or issue 8, and then I'm just kind of waiting for the rest to come out. This is a Serzi variant, however you say it, but definitely a cool Harley Quinn cover, if nothing else. And issue 14 of The Amazing Spider-Man, introducing All Hallows Eve. This is her first appearance, and multiple first cover appearances for the different variants. I just went with this one. And I honestly don't know why I got this issue. I'm going to have to go see the solicit. It's really interesting. Or if I just bought it because it has Star Brand Dinosaur on the cover, which is still kind of cool. I like Star Brand Dinosaur, why not? And then let's see here. We've got Fantastic Four, issue number 52, Facsimile, first appearance of Black Panther. And the final book for this whole video catch-up, Darth Vader, issue number 28. It's one I missed and had to wait for a little bit to catch up. Super cool setup. The whole Vader working with Padme Amidala's Handmaiden's story and versus each... It has been good Star Wars, man. The Darth Vader Star Wars books are almost always a guaranteed good thing. And with that, thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in, staying tuned. I'm going to give you a second here because it's time for the code giveaway. So get ready, make sure you're all logged in and everything. And this code, basically, I signed up to Marvel Unlimited for 1 month. So I could go through and basically just get this code so I could give it to one of you guys. It was like I used a code from She-Hulk to get it for like $2. And so this is my code, but it's good for Spider-Man Zero, the Wolverine Claw Pickaxe, the wrap from the comic series, the Stark wrap, the Wolverine like spray, the loading screen, and then the Iron Man Zero set, which includes a loading screen. So it's a lot of stuff. So enjoy this code. As always, if you get the code, please let us know that you got it. Put in a comment, and I'm giving out good codes. And I'm going to double check while that's up there and make sure that is the right one. I think that's the right one. Let me double check. This is my mail. Let's see. Searching. Marvel code. Yeah, there it is. Your Marvel code. And let's see what's in it. That is the right one. Alright, did somebody get that? Let me go look. Awesome, thank you for your energy, man. Here's the deal, guys. Like I said, I've been way behind. Later today, I'm going to do a live giveaway, which is from October. It's belated. It's the October giveaway is coming up later today. I've got the November giveaway ready to go. And I will, next couple times I do codes, I'll make sure I've got a code in every video. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Reaper got it. Awesome. I'm so happy when someone actually gets it and claims it in chat. Congratulations. Sorry if you didn't get it, guys. I wish I could give out codes to everybody. I will always try and give out more codes, though. And I'm glad somebody claimed it. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Have a wonderful day. And you know what? Yeah, whatever. Keep tuning in. I appreciate it, guys.
Got a brand new house with a brand new chick. same boat, spend my bands too quick. So much steak, think I need a toothpick. Gotta need a 2 clips, see the game is ruthless. So many lies, don't know what the truth is. You always wanna shoot but don't know where the hoop is. Used to get no love, now I got a few chicks. Tryna go to work, but I need my tools, bitch. Praying to the Lord that he keep a fool rich, cause sometimes in this